Imagine a day when your toilet backs up and it costs more than your house payment to fix, or the roads are in such disrepair that they've become unsafe to drive. This could become a reality if we don't start embracing the trade skills. We could start seeing a serious disruption in our country's infrastructure. We need to start looking at trade skills as a viable and profitable living for our students. My goal for today is to help you understand the skilled trades gap, the 4 myths surrounding trade professions, and an interview with a current trade student. Let me start by helping you understand a little bit about the skill gap. According to Brenda Richardson in her article at thewashingtonpost.com, published April 18, 2018, an unprecedented labor shortage exists from a combination of the Great Recession's record levels of unemployment, industry veterans leaving the workforce, and the fact that high school students just simply aren't interested in blue-collar professions. Because of this skill gap, we are experiencing a shortage in all trades: plumbers, electricians, builders, and saddest of all, farmers have declined to just 3%. This is according to the article Reviving Blue-Collar Work, 4 Myths About Skilled Trades, written by Jeremy Anderberg on his website, theartofmanliness.com, originally published October 14, 2014, and just recently updated on October 16, 2018. Let's take a deeper look at the 4 myths that Jeremy Anderberg writes about in his article. According to Jeremy, there are a few myths that people hold in regard to trade skills. I will give you an overview of each. Myth number 1. Blue-collar work is beneath white-collar work. Since ancient times, manual labor has been looked upon as a job for slaves. The upper classes did their work with their minds. They ran cities and nations, sold goods. This group of people spurned physical labor and forced others to do it for them. It was hard. And as humans, we seek comfort where we can. It was a mark of status to be above it. During the Industrial Age, trades began to lose its stigma. However, after World War II with the GI Bill, more soldiers chose to go to college, choosing to make money with their minds versus their brawn. Towards the end of the 20th century, both the respectability and desirability of learning a trade had greatly diminished, while the distance between white and blue-collar workers had grown exponentially. Trade jobs have in many cases become better paying and more stable than most office jobs. Today, in many trades or blue-collar professions, those gaps simply are no longer present, based on how we define good jobs, largely in terms of pay, stability, autonomy, benefits, and work-life balance. Myth number 2, blue-collar work isn't creative or intellectually stimulating. Most people believe working in an office environment is more creative or intellectually stimulating. Not true according to Becky Hughes at Crave.com, published November 15, 2017. In her study, she found that on average, employees were bored for more than 10 hours per week, with workers aged 18 to 34 being most bored at about 14 hours per week. It could be said that trade positions could be more intellectually stimulating if you consider, in manufacturing, you're creating new products, or troubleshooting a problem such as a mechanic when a car is brought in. Myth number 3, you have to follow your passions. This philosophy is unrealistic. Most late teens to 20-somethings have no idea what they want to do with their lives, let alone what their passions are. The truth is that our passion ends up being in combination of what we're good at and what we work hard at. Fulfillment at work is more about mastery and autonomy and balance than about pre-existing passion. Myth number 4, dirty hard work is undesirable work. Over the course of Micro's stint as host of Dirty Jobs, he came to discover something very interesting about dirty hard work. Before he started the job, when he was in the brainstorming phase, he expected people he ran into to really hate their work. But one after another, almost without fail, they loved it. In fact, he found them to be the happiest people he's ever seen. I felt it was important to get the perspective of a current student, so I decided to introduce my son Nathan. He was a welding student. You started out as a typical high school student entering college. What was your journey like to trade school?
I dropped out, enlisted in the Navy, left the Navy, and now I'm in school.
And why did you choose welding out of all the careers out there?
It's sewing with fire, and it's something I grew up doing with my grandfather, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
And what are you most looking forward to in your future as a welder?
Not having to sit at a desk every day.
Thank you, Nate. Now imagine a world which new innovations can happen because we started having a different conversation with our students. We encourage them to look into welding like Nate, or construction, maybe even farming. This can happen with your new understanding of the skilled trades gap, the 4 myths surrounding trade professions, or maybe it was something you heard that Nathan said in his interview. Our students deserve to know all professions are valuable, regardless of color.